New data confirming the USA is now the top destination for Bitcoin miners, surpassing China for the first time. CNBC's Mackenzie Sagalos joins us now with more on those numbers. And we can say right now that the U.S. is winning the battle here. Can it continue to win the war?
Yeah, so the numbers here are pretty staggering, Dom. The U.S. is firmly in the lead. It now accounts for about 1/3 of all of the world's Bitcoin miners. That's up 428% from September of 2020. And while we already knew that the U.S. was becoming more and more of a hotspot for miners, this new data from Cambridge University confirms that the U.S. is #1 in terms of its share of the Bitcoin mining market. Meanwhile, China, which was once the epicenter of this industry, has seen its share fall from 67% to 0 in less than a year. And this is, of course, because Beijing made this big push to entirely shut down its domestic crypto market. And since then, we've seen this mass migration of Chinese miners heading to places like the United States, also to neighboring Kazakhstan. The bottom line, miners are looking for cheap electricity. They compete in a low-margin industry where their only variable cost is typically energy. And that's a big part of why the U.S. has come out on top. Dom?
So, Mackenzie, what does this then mean for this whole debate around Bitcoin's carbon footprint? We heard Elon Musk months ago say that they were kind of taking a step away from Bitcoin because of the possible carbon footprint ramifications here. Is it a good thing that all these miners are actually headed here towards the American shores?
It's a great question. So China was known for its hydropower, which was a good thing, but also for its coal plants. And so as we've seen this migration of Bitcoin miners heading to the U.S., it's actually begun to recast the narrative among skeptics that Bitcoin is bad for the environment, because in the U.S., we see many of these Bitcoin mining farms latching on to renewable power sources. So there is this industry-wide shift toward zero-emission, clean energy.
All right. And for more Mackenzie's story there on China versus the U.S. and Bitcoin, go to CNBC.com right now. Mackenzie, thank you very much for that.